Hello? Yeah, it crashed my computer. It crashed my computer really hard. Sorry, we're coming back on. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm actually liking it so far, even though it's pretty bad in a lot of aspects so far. Because the core gameplay is fun enough, though if they would just let me fight some mechs instead of tanks. The tanks aren't very fun to fight, but I mean, you know, it's fun to stomp around in a mech. You know, they've already got that down for MechWarrior Online. Let me try to load this up again. Jamming signal's so strong, yeah. This is a big difference between this and Phoenix Point, is Phoenix Point was just all trash in the core gameplay, so everything about it sucked. Whereas this has like a lot of really janky, bad supporting elements, but the core gameplay, like, walking around is fun enough, so I'm willing to forgive it for a lot of stuff. Alright, so continue from last save. I wonder when it auto-saved. Probably have to start the mission again. Probably have to save the women and children again. Like, we've got to get out of this fucking prologue section, I think. This tutorial seems pretty bad. Doesn't seem like they hired a proper story or an audio guy. There's definitely no writer. If there's a writer, I would laugh. There would be a writer, but it would be a writing credit from one of the designers or developers or producers. There's no actual writer on this, I imagine. By the way, I forgot to mention at the start of the stream too, I re-released Operators vs. Aliens, people talking about XCOM. OVA is back on the workshop, so, and it should be a lot more fixed now. You need to read the description carefully still, there's still some house rules to observe, but, and some known bugs, but, it is on the workshop now, so you can play it. Yeah, gotta start from the start.
Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning, hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, Commander. We know very little about these raiders' overall strength or sheer numbers, so keep a sharp lookout for enemy units on your approach to that settlement.
Copy that.
Performance seems better, does it? Really? That's weird. Why can't these games just injure Dad, having be the person giving you the comms? That actually would have been an interesting dynamic for writing. As a family game. That actually would have been quite interesting, wouldn't it? Because then it would have been, then it would have been, you're shit and new. Your dad is the experienced veteran mech warrior, but he can't get in the cockpit anymore. So then you're constantly having this back and forth with him. Where he's like trying to mech dad and babysit you, and he oversteps and he goes too far, and you're like, Dad, I'm 27. It's about time I learned to pilot the mech on my own. He's like, I'm just so worried about you, my child. You're the only child I've got left. I've lost everything, but I can't lose you. And then I'm like, Dad, you haven't lost everything.
The raiders are attacking our settlement.
Because we got the Centurion out as well. Also, Rihanna's here. And Fahad, but we both hate him, and then we hug.
The raiders have set up some sort of jamming device nearby.
You're so right,
I'll see
Jamble.
if I can locate it.
You're so right. Shit, I've already let more women and children die.
Target destroyed.
Oh no.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
What kind of sick pervert makes me drive a mech with only 4 M lasers?
Destroyed. Target acquired.
My child, wait, your mech doesn't have any LRMs on it. Imagine it. Imagine the writing, the story. Your dad actually just loves LRMs. Keeps trying to get you to take them.
Destroyed.
You like it's like reverse Valen. You try to like take a non-missile build, and he's just like, well, you know, my child, I think you're missing something, Dad. I know, but you really should consider more LRMs.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I want a MechWarrior. Jamble, can you write me
Target destroyed.
when this game has full modding support for custom campaigns? Can you write me
Commander,
the family
the settlement
MechWarrior
is
game
taking significant damage. You need to clear out these raiders now.
with like your adoptive parents and extended family. Can we mod that in? We'll do voices, we'll do everything. Your real mom is an LRM.
Target destroyed.
After all, my child, you know your mother's an LRM. Dad, just because she's not here right now, do we have to call her a long-range mother?
Target destroyed.
Well, your mother and I...
Nice work.
Your mother and my
These
favorite
civilians
weapons have
are
two
safe
things in
for
common.
the
I love them
moment.
both.
Unfortunately,
Oh, Dad, shut
it appears
up.
The raiders aren't done causing trouble just yet. They're headed for the company's main processing facility on the other side of the mountain. You need to get there and thwart that attack, Commander.
Understood.
Dad, why did Mom leave? Well, you know how I always tell you that LRM 10 is better than LRM 5? Yes. Well, I tried a similar quantity over quality approach with... Look, you get the picture. There are some LRMs you should not have more than one of, my child. You'll learn that one day.
Device the radar setup is at the top of this pass, Commander. You're going to have to manage as best you can until you're able to
I've
take
totally
it
ignored the
out.
jamming. I'm just not looking at the... I'm just aiming to the middle of my screen. I'm reading the chat instead. Never go over capacity.
Target acquired.
Yeah! Ah! Oh shit, stop flying. No, no, no! Stop! Stop! Why did you keep going? Oh shit! Ah!
Jump jet fuel low.
Break, you son of a bitch! It's alright, I can get it from here. Oh,
Jump jet
wait, I think I
fuel
see it.
low.
Okay, here we go.
Jump jet fuel empty.
Huh!
Jump jet fuel low.
Why won't you die?
Jump jet fuel
Alright.
empty.
I'm gonna have to jump. I'm gonna have to climb up. Death Stranding. Invertences? What about the exact same Dad MechWarrior dynamic, but he's a ghost who dies in the tutorial still, and no one's concerned about it? Oh, Ghost Dad! I'm back, you son of a bitch!
Target destroyed.
Remember me? Tank was just driving off like, I guess I'll leave.
Okay. With that jamming device eliminated, your sensors
fuck.
should have cleared up.
Target.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, much
Your
better design.
radars should also be operational now. You'll be able to detect enemies at a significant distance. Just in time, too. That mining
Look at this
facility
tank!
is getting hit hard, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Did that damage me? I'm not sure if it did. That tank flipped itself. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah, the jump jets could definitely use a little more oomph. Just a little bit more. It's not bad, just, you know, could be a bit better. Doesn't make me feel like cool. I'm jump jetting. I think even MWO has better jump jetting feel. Oh yeah, where the fuck am I? Oh, the... Wait, am I crazy or was the objective this direction and then it changed? Was it trying to tell me to go down the road? Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it's just a giant facility down the cliff. I could have just jumped off the cliff. What the fuck? That would have been really cool with the jump jets too. Why did you tell me to do this? Why wouldn't you just give me an objective for the fucking base? Yeah, the women and children coal miners are dying,
Target
unfortunately.
acquired.
Commander, the mining facility can't take much more damage and still remain operational. You need to eliminate the raider threat.
Well, you should have given me better
There's the
weapons.
facility. Destroy
takes a
those
while.
raider units.
destroyed.
with these M
Roger
lasers,
that.
okay? Oh
Acquired.
god.
You made it! We need your help. The
Hey.
Raiders are trying to destroy our facility.
You're not a woman or a
It's
child.
all we have.
Target destroyed.
It's all we have. Ah, yes, take a look at this mom and pop geothermal mining facility. Oil mining plant. Damn those raiders!
Target destroyed. Jump jet fuel low.
Raiding innocent civilians,
Jump
taking the
jet fuel
shirts off their
empty.
back.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I mean, technically I'm a child.
Target
We're all
destroyed.
children.
Target
Yeah, I know what you
acquired.
mean. I have such an interesting, complicated relationship with my father. See, it all started when... Yeah, well, could you just kill the SRM carriers, then we can chat?
Target destroyed.
Alright, I'm just gonna land.
Jump jet fuel low.
Can I just... Oh, God. I just want to land on it.
Target
Never mind.
acquired. Target destroyed. Target
Enemy VTOLs inbound on your position, Commander.
My Centurion got destroyed by a VTOL. I'm very frightened of them.
acquired.
Oh, they're on the other side. Fuck. These lights feel very slow. I hate this javelin so much. Oh god. Rihanna, I can't hit them. They figured out if they just fly high, they actually are better than mechs. Oh, it's like auto-rotated. Jesus, ow.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Just trying to sit still so I can shoot the fucking things.
Target destroyed.
It's so weird fighting aircraft because like they could literally just fly above me and I would not be able to kill them. It feels like such a like, here you go, champ. Like they're so giving it to me to just make them fly low. It's really weird. It takes me out of it.
Target acquired.
But of course, Battletech, yes, the universe has to have stuff like that. Otherwise, mechs, you would figure out mechs actually suck compared to tanks and helicopters and stuff. But like, I feel like maybe deploy less
Good, Commander.
aircraft.
That should make the mining company happy. Prepare for exfil. I'm on my way.
Alright. Realism mod, you just fall over all the time. If you fall on your back, then you can hit the VTOLs. Your reputation across the inner sphere is growing, apparently. Unknown. Alright. Oh, there's actually some really nice salvage this time around. Fucking burst fire AC5s. Holy crap, those look good. Daddy like. Not literally daddy, I mean me. Sorry, it's confusing in this game. Skill level up. Oh. This is MechWarrior Online. How is this game compared to Phoenix Point, though? Well, the way they handle your dead dad in this game isn't great, but Phoenix Point doesn't even have a dead dad or a dad at all, so I'd rate this game definitely ahead of Phoenix Point already. Increases the chance of avoiding enemy fire. How does that even work? I'm more skilled, so the enemy is worse at aiming at me or something? Like, overheating, I get it. Amount of damage taken, weird, but okay. But, like, what's this stat gonna do? Are they just gonna be worse at hitting me? That's a really weird skill. A lot of people owe you their lives. Shutting down the entire mine operation. Spears has been in touch. Seems we have one more mission to execute before the mining company will sign off on the transport contract. Index contract is covered to get past the blockade. The next mission in the morally grey world of being a mercenary is... Commander, the raiders have stolen all of the puppies. all of the women and children and the puppies have been kidnapped. And you are only... Oh, shit, it's ready. What the hell, Mom Spaghetti? I guess it just auto does it because it's time to get the scent. Only the female puppies, yes. Only the girl puppies. And only the youngest ones. Yeah, I guess we're just ready for Centurion now. AC 10. 10 damage. AC 5. 6 damage. Burst fire. 30 RPM. Less heat. So you gotta add half to that again. So this does 9. DPS on this... Is there a DPS button? No. DPS on this is 9. It has double the projectile speed. No, sorry. 160 on the projectile speed. It's about the same max range. A little bit better. But this has spread. The autocannon 10 doesn't. AC... God, why did I say autocannon 10 out loud? The burst fire is way less weight, though. You don't have any AC 5 ammo, though. Oh. Where does ammo even... There it is. I do not, you're right. Is there a store I can buy some at? Oh, jeezy Pete's, this thing needs some work. We'll do it. We'll do it after we've done the prologue. Alright, speak to... What was that down the bottom left? Oh, there's like a console. Bong bong.
Commander, it turns out the bastards who attacked us and who have set up the blockade are a mercenary outfit by the name of Black Inferno. Unfortunately, that's about all we know at the moment. Spears and I will try to dig up more information if we can. The time will come when we can extract some proper vengeance. But right now, we have more pressing concerns. Inferno forces are closing in on our location. That means we only have a small window in which to fulfill our obligations to the mining company and haul ass out of here.
Black
The company
Inferno!
wants us to take down the raiders for good by destroying their base of operations. Once that's done, they'll arrange passage for us aboard the inbound jump ship. I've detailed the mission briefing, and it's waiting for your sign-off. You're free to launch whenever you're ready, Commander.
Roger that.
My name is Jimmy Hetero, and I love to live in a nice black and white world of good guys versus bad guys. Black Inferno killed my father for the coordinates. I wasn't listening, sorry, what? Home screen now. Okay. The Centurion is ready for some reason. How did you do that, Fahad? Fahad just, like, writes up 30 days to repair the Centurion. 3 days are repairing the Centurion, and 27 days are just listed as personal time with the mech. Fahad, what does that mean?
Oh, don't worry about it, eh, Governor, mate? Yep, no, don't even worry about it. Nah, boss man, nah. Don't even worry about it, eh, Governor, mate? I'm from Britain. Yeah, no, it's nothing. Anything I can do to get us off this bleeding ice cube, mate? Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Alright, that's it. Talk to you later. He switches back to American there. Can I fire Fahad? Can I get Yang instead? That would be good. Decades ago, this planet was the epicenter of a mining gold rush. Of course, it wasn't gold the miners were after, but rhodium. So call it a rhodium rush. That's such a weird sentence. It was boom, then bust for most of the companies, which means they're... No, you know what? You're not going to trick me into doing your voice acting for you, PGI. You're going to pay me for this. Alright, we're just blowing up raiders. Wait. Wait, what? It was boom, then bust for most of the companies. So there's a lot of abandoned infrastructure left behind. One of these mining locations is where the raiders are currently holed up. You can expect a larger enemy... Eliminate them all. Our employers want these raiders... Because they're not using it, right? They're just raiders using it. They're not like a competing mining company, would they be? Oh, yeah, fine. Our employers want these raiders put out of business for good. You'll need to eliminate as much infrastructure as possible. Yeah. You know how I keep saying with games that have bad writing, where you can't tell if it's bad writing, or if they don't understand... You can't tell if they just don't understand how bad the writing is, or if it's actually secret good writing. Like, the mining company is being like, yeah, they're raiders. Blow up their raider bases, which are mining plants. So we, a mom-and-pop mining corporation filled with women and children, can live in peace. But, like, that's the thing. The writing just seems bad in this. Like, is that intentional, or is the writing just so terrible? I feel like the writing is just bad. Like, that's not intentional. This obvious, like, shitlord mining company we're working for. I think I'm giving it too much credit, if I was to say that. Here, let's get some salvage for this one. Baby, you know there's gonna be a mech on this one. It's mission 3. Accept. It's difficulty 5, don't worry. So also this is duration 7, I just don't know what that means. Oh, you can't take both mechs, you can only take one mech. Be gone, Javelin. Alright, I haven't tweaked this loadout at all. Because that's the kind of game this should be, right? This definitely should be that kind of game where it's like... The corps are, You had another mech point? Oh, did I? The corps are, trying to just propaganda you, right? Oh, I did have another point, thank you. Did I already accept the contract? Hang on. Oh, I think it's too late. Whoops. Doesn't even tell you that, because there's a max to the amount of salvage you can take. It doesn't even tell you that you've got a contract point left over. It's just like, oh, I guess you don't want any rewards. Okay. Does the board from work? Ah, fuck it. It's just like another 100k C-bills.
Attention. Prepare for battle-like departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Like, a Battletech game, a MechWarrior game should definitely be, like, really grey, right? You're mercenaries.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems phenomenal.
Angry Tiki says, as far as I can tell, you
These
don't get a
raiders
rep
were
bonus
taking
for not
down
using all
our
your points.
murderers and thieves, Commander.
Oh.
Don't show them any mercy.
Yes, murderers and thieves.
You get the horns.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
That's it. Exactly.
Destroy.
I got enemy contacts up ahead, Commander. They must have detected us on the way in.
Writing is so hard. I think I've just been spoiled by HBS Battletech in what I expect from the tone. I think I've just been spoiled, and then I took that tone as my understanding of the universe over into MWO as well. And MechWarrior 3. MechWarrior 3 had pretty good briefings and shit. I feel like, oh shit, PPC! I think I swapped targets.
Target destroyed.
God, my side torso is already orange. Yeah, HPS Battletech is also heavy-handed, I agree. It's not perfect, but it's better. Much better.
Target acquired.
Oh, that just took off. Oh, I think I had to hold lock on that. I got 74 ammo, it's fine.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Oh, that's my right, not my left. Ah, what the
Target
hell?
acquired. Target destroyed.
Igor inbound, Commander. Keep an eye out above you.
What? Igor? Tyler's new album? Oh, shit. Ah, I didn't do it right. No!
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Okay, those are shit.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Ah, this sucks. I need to get out of here.
Target destroyed.
Jesus, man, I'm glowing.
Target destroyed.
There's the raider base. Eliminate all enemies and raise it to the ground, Commander.
Copy that.
Destroyed.
I'd love to see like a number readout on my mech. Is there a button for that? Like what's left on that? Oh my god!
Target acquired.
Stop spawning behind me.
Target destroyed.
I've just come from there.
Target destroyed.
Well, at least the damage is pretty spread all around my mech, so that's a good sign, right?
Target acquired.
I really hate that, like,
All ground forces have been eliminated.
all the tanks just kind of
Time to
come at
finish
you so-
destroying that base, Commander.
so closer from behind. You just take so much damage, just which is kind of like your alert to like, oh, they're here. Like, you're gonna have to.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
You kind of like have to go, oh, react, there's an enemy, but the bots just kind of shoot you immediately as soon as they come around the corner. There's no like aiming time for them. They aim at you through the wall. Plus the guys behind you are just not
Target
good.
acquired. Target destroyed.
The instance is too big thing. Yeah, but my sensors don't spot things on the minimap unless I'm looking at them. But theirs do. Oh, this is the place I gotta blow up. Huge mechs are probably loud. Look, I mean, you can make whatever reason you want for it. It's just kind of annoying as a player is all I'm saying. Sorry, I can't talk over the sound of destroying the settlement. Oh god, it's granular. It's like I'm playing Super Mario Sunshine or Splatoon or something with these base destroying objectives. They really suck. What the fuck? Who thought this was fun? Like, these just have too much health. You feel like they're real proud of their destructible environments? Yeah, maybe. It's really weird too because they put explosive shit in the firing range tutorial, but then nothing explodes. Oh, there we go. But then it doesn't actually explode because nothing else gets damaged. Oh, it's like very minimum damage, I guess.
Excellent work, Commander. Now get to the extraction zone.
That was
Roger that.
No, that's not long enough. My mech's really fucked. It's gonna like drop a medium against me or something. Or the crab's gonna show up. Yeah, that I hope that destroy the base objective isn't too common because that's not very good.
Target destroyed.
Very tedious. Maybe with a whole lance, it's better. Really weird that they make you solo for so long.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Whoops, missed.
Target destroyed.
I'm picking up additional enemy units headed your way, Commander. Watch out. Looks like these raiders somehow got their hands on a spider mech. It's
Spider.
fast, but lightly armored. Avoid letting it get behind you.
Target.
Well, as long as you don't spawn it behind me, I'll see what I can do.
Target destroyed.
Thanks. Thank you. Messed up. The autocannons have really slow projectile speed, it feels like. You gotta aim so far in front. Ah. Gotta hide that arm. Oh, I still lost that. Autocannon's gone. Jesus Christ, man. Probably should have killed the tank first. Now I just have the M lasers.
Nicely done, Commander. Get to the extraction point, and I'll pick you up.
Yeah, spawning the mechs behind you is even less fun than spawning the tanks behind you, it turns out.
Target destroyed.
Ow. Oh.
Target acquired.
And I can't see shit because it doesn't give you any minimap warning unless you're looking at it, which is a pretty useless minimap.
Target
It
destroyed.
must be balanced for, like, I guess your lance mates extend your visual range then by if your lance mate can see it, it goes on a minimap. It's really annoying though for a minimap that you just like can't see shit until you're looking at it. Alright, let's party, Rihanna. MechWarrior 5 good? It's pretty average so far. I think it has the potential to be good, but we don't review games on potential. It's pretty average so far. It's like a 6 at the moment, I'd say. It's been some cool stuff. It's been a lot of average bad stuff, though. Seal Scotty says, why does this feel so bad? Bad design decisions, bad writing. A lot of bad choices for, like, immersion. What the hell just glitched through the wall? Keep in mind, too, this is of us personally turning the music off, which just ruins the tone as well. At least for me. I can't salvage the spider? Am I blind? Wish you could see your beat up mech at the end of the fight. Yeah, it'd be nice if this screen let you see the mech. That'd be cool. I guess you can't salvage the spider off this. That's weird. Unless it's gonna, like, maybe the campaign does it for you automatically. Gotta cockpit it. Okay, so you don't get, like, pieces in this, like, HBS Battletech. Guess it's an HBS only thing. You need about 6 or 7 shares to salvage a light mech. Okay, so do you salvage entire mechs, or do you salvage pieces of mechs and put it together? How does it work? Whole mechs, no pieces. Oh! Wait, so then if you do anything other than core it, you can take the mech? If the torso and engine are destroyed, no salvaged. If the engine is fine, the rest can be salvaged and repaired. Ah. So, like, the minute you find an atlas, you can get an atlas. That seems a bit scary for how you balance this then. Seems like it's got the problem then of as soon as you fight something scary, you can, if you play your cards right, salvage it, and then it's not so scary anymore. Cockpit only, says Mad Cat Zam. Someone else said, though, Pain God said classic MW rules. It's only cockpit the salvage mechs. Can you buy mechs, though? Let's sort by value here. So let's... I don't know, man. I've already got 2 of these. Maybe get some more M lasers. Let's grab those. And then let's grab some of these. Okay. It's gonna cost me half a million C-bills to repair. That's pretty fair. I lost a lot of shit. Take down. Spider-Mech might be small, but it's also fast. Good work taking it down. Eliminated infrastructure destroyed. Mine could have expedited the transporter. Okay. About to be given a second life, Commander. Oh god, no. I have to talk to him.
Hey there, Gov. Oh, yeah, we
Gov!
finally got a name for these bastards who've been chasing us down.
Gov!
Black bloody inferno, right?
Gov!
That's a lot of bollocks, innit?
Bollocks!
All right then. Nice chat. Gonna get back to work now.
Oh, I think I can skip it. I think I left click and I skipped it. Nice. Hello, Governor. My name's Fahad, and I'm from London. What bong is it? Oh, God blimey, Commander, it's 6 a bong.
Hi, Commander. Thanks to your efforts, the mining company have kept their word and booked us transport on a jump ship. Spears is all, so all we need to do now...
Name.
Will do.
Okay, I need to name the mercenary company. You can't name yourself, but you can name the company. It's just Nick's Cavaliers again. Adam Jensen's like, alright, so I've got you a new mercenary identification number. As of now, Nick's Cavaliers no longer exist. You'll have to go undercover. Alright, got it. Nick's Cavaliers. No, Jimmy McHetero. You need to change the name so that it's harder for Black Inferno to find you. I understand. Nick's Cavaliers it is. What part of this aren't you understanding?
Okay, Commander. Everything is set for our departure. The transport contract with the mining company is a false flag Spears and I set up with their corporate. The mining company has legally hired us to transport cargo for them.
But we're the cargo.
We've been asked by Spears to help him out of a jam.
I agree.
Spears works for Interstellar Expeditions, one of the largest archaeological collectives in the inner sphere.
Archaeology.
They do archaeological digs
Lost
and
Tech,
conduct research
Starleague.
into abandoned. One of the expedition's dig sites has come under attack. A rogue mercenary group.
A rogue mercenary group.
Starleague supply depot that IE
Why are they
uncovered on
rogue?
Brooklyn
Because we don't
Drive.
like them.
We're going in to help protect the site. Spears will provide more detailed information on what exactly we're facing once we arrive. For now, I've uploaded the coordinates into the...
Roger that.
Right that. Brrr, am I free yet? We had a tutorial. Oh, golly. Missing for ammo. What's missing for ammo types? What is it? Weapons missing for ammo types. Oh, I lost the AC-10 and I... Was it on the salvage screen? Can you salvage shit you lose? I guess not. Alright, well that sucks. Ripped the AC-10. Okay, can we like get into the sandbox gameplay so I can just ignore the story and like I can get a lance going? That'd be sick. So I have to stop like fighting 50 things by myself. It's just destroyed. You can have weapons get crit and destroyed and intact limbs too. Okay, so it just... Okay, so it doesn't always happen when you lose the arm. Oh, we can paint it by the way. Why are the colors so ugly? Just sweet Christ. Tartan. Hell yeah.
Digi-camo, Commander. Digi-camo.
Beep 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 beep. Nice. Good looking Mech. Javelin says trans roads. Last man standing. Okay. Let's travel. Whee! 13 days elapsed. I don't mind that cutscene. Neat cutscenes. Or neat cutscene. Sorry, not cutscenes. I'm assuming you can skip this. Like, I'm gonna watch that like once or twice, I think. I like that you like arrive to the planet. That's cool. All right, we arrived in Brooklyn. Temperate coniferous forest. Difficulty 5. They're all difficulty 5. Yeah, Salvage definitely seems better than everything else. Salvage and insurance. Okay, how long do we have to wait for the scent? Wait, the Sin doesn't even have a fucking gun. Hang on. I'm gonna wait 7 days, okay. Wait, what? Oh, it just passes all the days until your things are done. I kinda like HBS where the days tick by one after the other. This technically saves time, but I don't know, it feels really hollow. Doesn't feel like time's passing at all. You know what I mean? Oh, we have another AC-10. Okay. What size is this? Size medium. We've tried the AC-10. Maybe now we can try the AC-5 burst. Oh wait, I don't have ammo for it, do I? Where is the store? I can't access the market, okay. Has to be an AC-10. Can we, like, fuck with the armor while we're at it? Just, like, take the LRM off, my friend. Whatever hardpoints do we have here? Anything else? Where do you see overall hardpoints for the mech? Oh, yuck. Oof, yuck, man. That's it. That's all we got. 1, 2, 3, 4 hard points. Ugh. There's better variants, right? There's variants that aren't like this, right? That have more guns? Where I can put, like, multiple SRMs on my Centurion or something? Oh, Jesus, this game needs mods. Oh, Jesus, I hate these sized hard points. Jesus Christ. Whoop. let's go down a bit on the back armor and up the front armor. I hate this trade-off. I hate this armor trade-off shit. I guess rear armor is pretty important in this because tanks spawn behind you all the time. Maybe it gets better out of the prologue missions. Maybe it's gonna get better. Vela says it's a lot more lore accurate, which illustrates how dumb the factories in Battletech are. Yeah, I don't think I like... If this is lore accurate, I don't think I like the lore of Battletech's... I don't think I like playing by Battletech's lore, then. It would be my takeaway. Yikes, Aruni. Let's take off a heatsink. God, I have so much LR ammo. Just take off some LR ammo. Who even needs that much? Fearless says in the TT and the lore, it's all about the variants rather than a Lego you get an MWO. Utnaboot says there's a reason Omnimechs are a big deal. Oh, so this is why Omnimechs are so good. Omnimechs are what I'm used to in HBS Battletech and MWO. Basically. So this is what Omnimechs are good for. Having fun. I get it now. God, I wish I had a fucking Omnimech. No clanners in this though, so... Yeah, this just sucks, man. Like, I guess it's like my worst nightmare. HBS BattleTech and MWO, I've never had to play stock variants. I was too young in MechWarrior 3 to give a shit, but I've never had to play stock variants. And you always point and laugh at stock variants, and half the game is upgrading, having a good loadout that isn't a stock variant. And I guess in this game, you're just stuck with stock variants, basically. Like, you can do a little tweaking, but you're basically going to be pretty close to what the stock loadout is. All the mechs are going to be like this balanced sort of combination of different weapon groups instead of just being able to build for one thing. Ugh. Stock is fucking nasty, man. The fuck? I need to find, like, a good stock mech, like a hunchback. Yeah, Major Danvers, like a stock hunchback or something. The HB G4, I think, or whatever it is. When you see a rare mech of a Locus of a 4 instead of 3 hard points, it's a huge upgrade. God. Yeah, that sucks so bad, what the fuck. That's horrible. Like, you play HBS Battletech, and you see stock mechs in battles, and you're like, ha ha ha, stupid, useless piece of shit. Now I'm the stupid, useless piece of shit. This sucks, man. This is the worst. I guess we'll leave the head like that. I don't know. That's the stock head armor, so I'm sure the game is surely balanced around that, right? I'm sure it's fine. I want to just take this fucking thing off. But oh god. Just do that. That's good enough for now.
Everything by the
number. 15 days have elapsed. Like, do you pilots want to go, like, take a shit or something? Still crossing my fingers that this game will be fun once you get to the meat of it. I think my expectation for this game before, and my expectation for this game still, and even more so, is that this game is going to be like a 6 out of 10 on release, and then with modding, if people actually care enough about this game to mod it, and it's moddable enough, it'll probably rise to like an 8 out of 10, or if the mods are really good, a 9 out of 10 with mods. But this is a really, none of that credit will go to PGI, because this is just really bare bones. Like, why wouldn't I just play MechWarrior Online, you know, so far? Why not just play MWO? You know what I wish you could do? I wish you could do, like... they're not going to put PvP in this, because MWO is the PvP one. But like, the mercenary building side of it is fun, right? Like, I wish there was, like... What an interesting concept if you could have, like, done this with PvP in it. So that you're building up your lancers, you're building up your mercenary company, and then sometimes on missions, like, you're dropped in PvP. Some missions are PvP flagged, and then enemy players can do the invade thing, like Dark Souls, where enemy lancers can drop in to fight you on those missions, basically, and make it more interesting, right? Not all the missions, but some of them. Or, you know, you could go Solaris Gladiator and fight people in PvP as you build up your mercenary company for money, but you lose your mech, you lose your mech. And there's a lot of creativity and like really interesting stuff they could have done there to be like, this is why this game you play it over MWO. This is the difference. This is what makes it not just a comp stomp version of MWO where you just stomp bots, right? But that would require a lot more design and budget and creativity, I think. Will they drop a player-made Lance's AI control? Like, sure, anything like that, yeah. Like, it's just... it is just a shame to see that. I don't think there's gonna be a lot to this so far. Okay, let me paint that bad boy up too. I guess it's all gonna come down to how modelable is this game, right? How moddable is this game gonna be? Can this game kind of be saved in that sense? Is the community gonna jump on it, and is this gonna be like the new modding fix me up project? Are we gonna Skyrim the shit out of this game? Because I really want to play the game that this seems like it could be, but isn't yet. But we're not out of the prologue yet. It might get better. It's probably going to get better. We haven't even got lance mates yet.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor.
Vela says, from what I've heard, the mod editor for the game is a MechWarrior 5 specific version of the Unreal editor, so you should be able to change everything. PGI said they aren't locking anything down.
Here we go, Commander. Let's see what we've gotten ourselves into.
Get a mod that gets rid of the fog.
Picking up one friendly, just ahead
That
of
fog
your
is
current
really
position.
bad.
Unidentified enemy units engaging.
Wait, like, isn't this on max view distance? Jesus, that's max. Yeah, you just put it back on the far, I guess, in case that hurts the graphics. Doesn't really make much difference. That fog is nasty. That just kind of feels weird. Just a foggy planet? I don't know, is it though? I played some instant actions before the stream that had this similar kind of problem and they were really foggy. We'll see.
Target acquired.
Target acquired. It just looks bad either way. It doesn't look like fog to me, it just looks like bad view distance fog.
New target acquired.
Ah, pretty sick of fighting tanks.
Target destroyed.
Pretty sick of taking unlimited chip damage from tanks.
Target acquired.
Because I have to fight 30 of them by myself.
Good work. Proceed to the dig site. Looks like the hostiles have launched another
Looks like
attack
Turok.
wave.
Yeah, it does look like Turok, you're right.
Roger that. On the move.
If you can change everything, hopefully you can make your own story missions. With a completely different story and voice. Let's just crowdfund to complete this game. Naka says, "Woo boy, do I have bad news for you,
Friendly
Biggs."
under attack, Commander. Straight
Just
ahead.
annoyed, man. I've already got an orange arm.
You made it. Thank God. Pick a target and have at them. I could use the
Lieutenant
help.
Leon Whiteman. I don't think there's any black people in this universe. Maybe they're all in Black Inferno.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
They're all in HBS Battletech, I guess. That's where all the diversity is.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Hey, Jenner! They're in Mark space. Wait, what? Are you joking or are you for serious?
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Joking in front of the story, yeah? Okay. I wasn't sure if they did the thing where it's like, oh, don't worry, we have black people. We put them all in this one corner of the game. The LRMs don't feel very fun to use, but I don't like LRMs.
Target destroyed.
I think I just don't like LRMs.
Target acquired.
We had a sensor, now it's gone.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Hit the rock.
It's a hell of a lot easier clearing these bastards out with some help, Commander. Spears send you?
Yeah, said you guys needed some reinforcements.
That's an understatement. My entire lance was wiped out. They came down on us like a ton of bricks, out of nowhere.
You sound pretty chipper
Wave
about
after
it.
wave. Been holding them off as best I can, but I don't think I could have held out much longer.
Well, we're here now, and we've got your back.
I appreciate that. Seriously.
I owe you
Can't
one.
tell you how good it is to see some friendly faces.
We still need to protect this site.
Copy that, but they'll be coming back soon enough. Like I said, they attack in waves, and they haven't shown any signs of letting up.
I saw some defensive turrets. Those should help.
Yeah, I set them up when they started digging. There's a turret generator close by, up on the hill. It cycled off after the third or fourth wave hit us. It's still off at the moment. You want to try cycling it back on? I'll watch your 6.
Sure thing.
I think the thing that shits me about the LRMs is the fact that you have to lock them up by aiming at the target.
Inbound.
Annoys me that you can't just
Looks like a
like.
mix of airborne and enemy armor,
Maybe you
Commander.
can. Maybe I've just been doing it wrong. Maybe I can just target them and it just takes longer.
Target acquired.
Nope. I think I had to hold the lock, right?
Target destroyed. Target
Oh, I did it wrong.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
It's annoying to fight the helicopters because for one, they're just annoying to shoot at. And for two, it's so clear that they're just here for you to kill because they just sit like at perfect shooting height most of the time.
New target acquired.
So it just feels really bad because it's just like the game waiting and going like, go on buddy, take your best shot, son.
Destroyed.
It's like, Dad, I don't want to shoot the helicopters. Oh, I know it's hard, Skipper, don't worry, that's why we made them sit low for you. No, Dad, I just mean it's boring. Nah, nonsense, son. They're really good targets for LRMs.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm like 3 hours into this game and I've fought one mech.
Nice shooting. There's a repair bay we can use. First, you need to cycle on the second turret generator.
Does anyone really get off to this? Just like killing endless
Multiple
light
hostiles
vehicles?
converging on your location, Commander. I'm picking up
So
10
boring.
12 bogies this time.
I wipe out like
I
50
told you,
people
these
by
guys
myself.
never quit.
I kill like 10 tanks by myself and I just feel like, oh my god, like, I feel bad for them. Just stop. Let me fight something my own size, literally. Where's the repairs? You talk some good shit about repairs, where are they? I think I gotta turn the generators on or something? Yeah. Friend of the Tree says, not everyone has like 300 hours in MWO. For people new to this style of gameplay, this is a good training exercise. I mean, is it though? Like, how long do you need to shoot tanks? I get it for the first couple of missions, but 3 hours into the game? Check the Living Legends LRM vids in general, let me see. Like, at a certain point, this game has to become more than just shooting tanks, whether you're new to the series or not. It just makes me want to play MechWarrior Online, it really does. I probably will for the end half of this stream. Just play some MWO, just to compare. What do you want me to look at? in Mech Tech Battle Warriors. I don't. You want me to look at this? Let me see. LRM boat on Frostbite. Let me see what this is then. Hang on. Hop. Living Legends LRM boat. What am I looking at here? Why are you linking me this? I like the beeping noise. So do you have to hold the lock the whole time? Oh, the hit noise is really nice. Is this an elemental? I mean, I don't know exactly why you linked it to me. I like the noises more, but it's definitely more satisfying orally. But like, I don't like LRMs either. Just in general. Living Legend's still alive. That's what they call it, living, bro.
Turrets are now online and active, Commander.
What the fuck?
Target acquired.
Did they just? Oh my god.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
This feels very much like a $30 game down to $15 in the bargain bin in the early 2000s in terms of single player design. This feels like, remember like during the early 2000s when Far Cry was popular, and then all those other like 3D FPS games came out that were so forgettable and bland? Like there was like 500 of them released between 2000 and 2006. This feels like it's one of those. The only good things about this so far are shit that's I can get in MWO and I've done better in MWO, like the feeling of piloting the mech and the weapons. That's really the only good part about this game so far. All the new shit that's single player only is just really disappointing so far. Sin, but MechWarrior. Yeah, like all the ones back then, like Sin, Black, Haze. I don't know. They were called names like that, I think. Oh, sorry. That was your crane. But I mean, there's only $50 to try it out. I have a feeling this is an excuse for the devs, but I think this might be more fun for me to play in the future with mods if people actually bother modding it. Not an excuse for the devs. Still makes the game trash as they've released it. Not trash, it's a bit below average, I'd say. It's not garbage like Phoenix Point. But just from a purely practical standpoint, oh my god. From a purely practical standpoint, this is probably a game I'll keep an eye on the modding scene for, because I really want to enjoy it. It's just really average. Really below average. This is average for like 20 years ago, you know? That's the problem when I say it's average. Like, it's not like... It's not offensively bad, but there's nothing good about it, except for the shit that's good for MechWarrior Online already. That's right, Matt Kadzam, you shouldn't release a game to expect modders to fix it for you, but they always do. That's why Bethesda is trash, even if their games can be made fun through modders. Because the credit goes to the modders, not the devs.
Target destroyed.
Modders are magical pixies.
Target destroyed.
Devs deserve nothing when they expect you to fix your game for them. The Arma series of games is really guilty of that as well. This whole development just feels very B-team. I'm surprised this is the same dev as MechWarrior Online. Was MechWarrior Online like this when it first came out? Was it really rough? Like in just overall polish? What's the one mod you feel MW5 most needs? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna list, like, just go through everything we've gone through this whole time. Yeah, the site's fucking dying, by the way. Like, I don't know. Where do you start? On the strategy layer. You can get rid of the hard points. Completely different storyline. Just have like a skip intro and just have like a sandbox from the start. We even know if the sandbox is good. Mind you.
Enemy dropship approaching, Commander. Looks like they're bringing in the heavy guns.
Well, I didn't really get to repair because... Yeah, you go.
Target acquired.
That's cool of it. Fight us and die.
They're fielding 2 medium mechs.
Well, can you help me?
The bigger they
Because I'm
are,
pretty
the
low.
harder they fall. Let's go get them.
Target acquired.
Don't worry, the assassin's a piece of garbage. No, wait, it's stock loadouts. Everything's garbage. I'm garbage. Shit. Come here, turd. Ow, BBC.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Gonna be time to switch, like, arms soon. Probably now. Nice miss, idiot. Ow. You shoot, I shoot. You go, I go. We're taking it in turns. Is there a way to tell what weapons are on what part of the enemy mech without just being familiar with the variants yourself?
Heat critical.
Oh, we took off the
That's
side.
the last of them, Commander.
Oh!
Hell of a job.
Killed it by taking the
Spears
side
will
off,
be
not the core.
impressed, as he should be.
Why did it die
New
from
Merc
side torso?
Outfits is already on its way to secure the site.
XL engine?
Hang tight for now. I'm coming to pick you up.
Copy that.
Hey, Commander.
If you
Just
strip
wanted to
mechs,
say
they
thanks for the
eject. Oh, I
rescue.
took all their weapons off?
Things were getting pretty grim before you showed up.
I didn't see the eject.
I lost some good friends today. Good pilots.
Wait, don't end the
I
mission.
don't think I could have held out much longer myself. You hadn't dropped in.
Yeah, I have to go
I
repair
appreciate it.
for free. Hang on.
I'm
Don't-
glad we were able to help.
Keep
Just
talking.
wish we'd gotten here sooner.
Me too.
You know, we could always use another pilot. One with your skills, he'd come in awful handy. What do you think?
After today, hell, it'd be an honor to serve with you, Commander.
Stars
Consider
repair.
it done.
Oh, is it?
Welcome aboard.
Oh, I see. No! I thought it was back over where the other generator is, because that objective for that generator was turn back on this generator and the repair bay. That's really dumb. Yeah, I agree, Jamble. If this game had more, like, polish, right? It'd be really cool, like, Oh yeah, it is intentional. Look, there's the cockpit. It'd be really cool if, like, there was a bit more terrain effect when you hit terrain, I agree. We got a Jenner, though. Can I salvage that, Nope. Nope, I guess you can't salvage it if you take the side torso off either. So you have the head cap to get a mech? Huh? Mech salvage is random? Ugh. Salvage is entirely RNG. It's random. Oh, God. Alrighty then. There's a lot to mod here. Let's grab... I mean, can I sell these? I assume I can just sell these. Just buy more shit I can sell. Jump jets are really expensive, actually. Let's get a nice stock of, Ooh, M guns. Let's get a nice stock of M lasers. What am I talking about? Because you can't build laser death boats, so I might as well just get some machine guns instead. Skill level up. 69k. Hey! Oh, jeez. You're looking a bit beat up. Okay. I have gathered another white man unlocked. Hell yeah. It's kind of weird you always start down here. Like, I guess you've just got out of the mech. I want to play like this game, but made by Visceral Studios, the guys that did Titanfall 2, doing all of the like cutscenes and shit. So you'd board the shuttle to come home. Oh man, imagine this game without like loading screens, but like with fake loading screens. Like, you speed up the travel time obviously, so it's not boring. But imagine like, okay, so listen. Imagine this with like the full, with Respawn, not Visceral, sorry. Visceral does Dead Space with Respawn. So imagine this game, right? You climb into the mech in here. You get in the cockpit. The lights go dark and the contract starts and you start flying down. Give it like 10 seconds or so, that's the loading screen. You come down, you hit, after 10 to 20 seconds, you drop, opens, bup. You get the briefing being given to you during the travel time so that you're not just sitting there being bored, but it's still immersive. Get out of the shuttle, bup, alright, the map's loaded, loading screen's done. We go out, we fight the mission, we get back in, the dropship at the end, door closes, can't see anything, brrr, do some shakiness, just staring at this screen. You don't have to do like space or anything, there's no windows. Brrr, fly back up. Just make the lights flicker and shake it for a little bit while you're sitting inside the mech chassis inside the cockpit. Get back up after 20 or 30 seconds. You play like you do the debriefing that you have to read anyway during the travel time. So when you click confirm next, that's when the travel time is over. The moving stops. Okay, we're back in orbit, Commander. Cockpit opens. Just gonna do one extra animation. Cockpit opens. You get out onto the gantry, which they already did. They already had a gantry that went up and down before, didn't they? Or was I crazy? In the tutorial, was there an elevator? Or am I crazy? There was an elevator, wasn't there? So then you get out, you get onto the elevator that they've already made for the tutorial and apparently don't use anymore. Elevator takes you down, boom. 0 loading screen, 0 fades to black. How sick would that be? How sick would that be if they could have just gone, like, I know animations like that are hard, but they've already done some. Like, they've already done half of it, right? A quarter of it by letting you get out of the dropship. Imagine if they just could have gone all the way. Just that little bit extra, right? That little bit extra effort. That would have made it a full, immersive package. No loading screens, just hop in. Wouldn't have taken many more assets. You wouldn't have needed any extra assets, because there's no windows in here. You don't have to render space or anything. All they would have needed would be one extra cockpit for getting in and out of the... one extra animation for getting in and out of the cockpit. And then the elevator to come up and down. And I guess that would have been difficult, because then you'd probably have to do a different one for each cockpit, which gets expensive, I guess. But I don't know, like, even if you couldn't do an animation for the cockpit, even if you just, like, had a gantry that took you to the cockpit, and then, like, you just teleported into it, it would still be better. I don't know. But how cool would that be, right? How cool would that be if that's how the missions worked? That'd be really immersive. That'd be really, really immersive. Alright, repair that bad boy up. I wish I could, like, edit my loadouts. I wish I could, like, change my guns at all. Here's a Jenner. It's got 4M lasers. You're not gonna change that. Yeah, but with the Jenner, I don't want the SRM. I want heat sinks, I think. And more armor. Take off the SRM. Take off the SRM ammo. Max the armor. Max the front armor, not the rear. Rookie didn't take any damage, he killed his squad, lol. You may be onto something. Let's go down to 5 on the rear. I've been stripping my rear armor and I don't seem to be getting punished for it yet. And you take so much fucking chip damage over time from fighting the tanks, it feels like you really want to have some pretty good front armor. Rookie took the free repair. Yeah, maybe that's it. I wonder though, if you give the mech to the AI, it's probably bad to have the armor be as low. Actually. Oh well. I'm probably going to play one more mission anyway, just to see what the Lancemate AI is like. I think jump jets are just not nearly as critical in this, it feels like. Just a waste of tonnage. Not a waste, but like... You know what I mean. These fucking uneven tonnages are giving me conniptions. Why is there uneven tonnage? Why? Why can you not put more armor on until you're at your max weight? Why can I not put more weight on somewhere? I really hate, because MW has this too, I really hate this. HBS Battletech's armor system is so simple, so easy to understand, it's very satisfying. You can strip more shit up, go higher on armor, max out your armor. It's way easier to understand, you don't have to gimp your rear armor just to get more front armor. This is just like... just feels so messy. It's so unclean. It's like when I play RimWorld without storage mods and everything's just on the floor. It just feels nasty. I don't like it. Nasty, nasty. We don't like it. We hate it. We hate it. So, I mean, would I use the Jenner over the Javelin? The Jenner is a better mech in my opinion, but let's see what the stats are. Where is its armor? 128 versus 222. What? How is the Javelin so much better armored in this? Jesus Christ. It's way better. Wow, the Jenner sucks shit. Look how many more sinks. I forgot how many sinks I fit on this too. The Jenner's shit. Triss says feels like this is the OG XCOM to HBS's new XCOM. No, I disagree. Oh, this feels more like one of the follow-up XCOMs in the middle that were kind of or like Xenonauts or something. But even Xenonauts, I wouldn't even compare this game to Xenonauts. Xenonauts does a better job of being what it is than this. I don't think the metaphor works. OG XCOM is really good. It's its own thing. It's different. This is... I wouldn't say this is the Phoenix point of compared to new XCOM, of new MechWarrior, but like, this is the XCOM Interceptor of MWO titles. Yeah, like, it's very... Because OG XCOM is a very good game in its own right, it just does something very different to new XCOM. It has very good polish and theme and audio. This doesn't. This is let down by its polish and everything. And it's very similar to MWO, which does a good job of it, so... No, I don't think the metaphor works, honestly. Speak to Rihanna. Under my umbrella.
Hi, Commander.
Yeah.
Spears thinks you did a hell of a job. A chip off the old block were his exact words.
Oh, what do you mean?
Referring to your father, of course.
Of course.
As you know, your father and Spears did a...
Let's hope so.
But we need more than one client. We're operating with a clean slate now, thanks to the new mercenary ID number Spears provided. A whole new name, new outfit.
Yeah, new name.
Now we need to get to work rebuilding our capabilities and establishing our reputation. You up for it? I think we better get started then.
The protagonist's voice, but he doesn't even respond to that. You up for it?
A few safe harbors as
well.
well.
Right then.
Places we can hire more pilots, get our hands on cheap supplies. First, we need to earn some sea bills to pay. Other than that,
Me too.
Speaking of the future, we have a pending transmission.
Jimmy Hetero says hashtag me too.
Seems Spears has put the word out to his
Jimmy
colleagues
Hetero
that
is a
we can be
feminist.
trusted to get the job done. We have more mechs than MechWarrior. Either way,
Roger that.
You're welcome.
All right. Jimmy Hetero just accidentally being woke. Oh, I love your trans rights paint scheme, Jimmy Hetero. The trans what? I just like the colors. I think it looks really classy. Right. Of course, yes. Increase your reputation. Oh, Jesus, okay, so now what? Co-op unlocked. Armed robbery. Oh my god. Too many words. Just give me like a succinct, especially if you're not going to format with fonts and shit. If you're literally just going to take your Google Docs v.0.8 internal PGI mission briefing drafts, rough, not final, and you're literally just going to copy paste them in and delete the note that says, okay, so we've got 3 years before the game comes out, so we can finalize these in between now and then, I guess. Can you at least have less be in it? It's so hard to fucking read through this. My mind just goes blank. It's got 3 skulls, I think? Is this HBS Battletech? What's the Beagle verdict on this game? This is like half a game. This feels like halfway through development, or 3/4. This feels like mods might make it good, but only because the game's unfinished and uncreative. What is the mission? Attack the mercenary base to steal supplies. Okay. Just read that part down the bottom. That's all we care about. It's through reputation? That's reputation? Why is it gonna... Oh, okay, whatever. I thought this would get better once I got out of the tutorial, but now I'm starting to realize with the UI it might actually get worse. Because now you have to actually struggle with the UI. Oh, I can buy a Locust. I mean, it can mount 4 M lasers, don't joke. It's because of the stock loadouts, it's actually not terrible. It's actually not as bad as it could be, just the armor's gonna suck. And pay a lot to... It can only mount 2, actually? Well, why does it have 4 slots? It has 2 hard... It says 4 hard points. There's a small slots for the S lasers. Wait. Medium lasers take up medium slots? I know that sounds dumb, but like... Medium lasers are tiny. They're like 1 ton. I get, like, that sounds like the dumbest sentence, like the most obvious sentence ever if you don't know what a medium laser is, but medium lasers are fucking tiny. Like, how the fuck do they need the same size slot as an AC-5 or an AC-10? How the fuck is the same size slot for a medium laser the same size for a fucking AC-10? What? Power drawer? I guess? Isn't that heat? Maybe AC-10s are large. I don't know. What's the slot on the Centurion? The Centurion can mount an AC-20, so it must be a large slot, right? Ah, fuck it. Don't even... It's just a... Yeah, Alright, so fuck that Locust. Pilot hire. We need another pilot. I didn't read any of this. Whoops. Pilot hire tab in the barracks list. Oh, Jesus. In addition to the one-time hiring cost, 6 different skills. Each skill has a current level and a potential max level. That's disgrace. Following situations can lead... Okay, so you don't get to... So this system exists, but you don't get to interact with it at all. You don't get to decide where the points go at all. This is just a number that goes up over time that makes you better at everything. And the same for your AI. You have 0 choice of how you deploy it, so it's not even really an RPG system. It's just like... They level up as you use those skills. Right, so if you shoot more gun, you get more gun. If you get hit more, you get more shielding, I assume. If you dodge more shots, you get more evasion. If you get more heat... If you shoot guns, I guess you get more heat management. Like, there's no like, here's how I want to build this person. It's just do what you're doing more. So I guess we were making a single-player game, so we need to put in a leveling system. Oh yeah, like every other game ever made, right? So then you'll pick this, you'll pick that. No! No picking. But then, boss, I don't... What do we... They'll just go up. That's how it would work in real life. You'd shoot a ballistic weapon and you get better at ballistic weapons. Right... But it's a game, boss. Wouldn't it be more interesting if you could... Nope, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to pick for them. Just like with the mechs. We're not going to... And just like with Jimmy Hetero, we're not going to let you pick how to play this game. Because people are here, so we can tell them how to play it, and they're going to like it. Oh, Jesus Christ. How has this game got so little customization in it? You would assume that's the whole point of a game like this. Like, do you really sit down and make a game like this and go, people are here because they want the rich and interesting story that we PGI have written for them? Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I see this game, and I think of what potential it possibly could have had, I'm thinking, I want to play a sandbox. I want to play a career, right? I just want to go play sandbox. I don't want to follow your shit story, or, like, play the mechs you've given me. I just want to do my own thing. If you want customization, go to MWO. I'm about to. I'm just trying to get into the next mission, sorry. The following situation can lead to the pilot being killed. Destruction of head or CT. Okay, nothing else. Cornite says, you know what the wildest thing is? It wasn't like this before? Huh? Explain. Explain right now. You don't want to play their sandbox, Beagle? They only have 5 random contract types? Oh shit, what did I say before I started when I said my expectations for this game? I said 6 types. I was one too many. I was too generous. I said I'm worried you get into the sandbox play and then it's like 6 mission types that you're going to be doing forever. Is it really only 5? I'm so good. I'm so smart. My brain is the size of a house. Yeah, give me Battletech, but I'm the pilot. That's right. Skipper says that's how the tabletop works. You can't turn the Centurion into a catapult because you want to. You know the rules at the bottom of the 11 HPS Battletech. Those rules actually matter here. That sucks, man. I think that's fine if you enjoy that. I think that fucking sucks. I think one of the most interesting things about Battletech in both MWO and in this, as I've played it, is your loadouts. That's like half the battle, is how you make the mechs your own, and it makes me feel really interested in the world and in the mechs, and then it's really interesting on the battles because then it provides the variant. So then I'm going in. I'm going, okay, that worked pretty well, that didn't work so well, I'm going to tweak that next time. It changes your playstyle because you can go for different playstyles, so you can have a lot more variety in your missions. That's how it works for Battletech. It's the only reason Battletech is fun to play. Imagine Battletech, HPS Battletech. Sorry, HPS Battletech. Imagine you play HPS Battletech, but you can't really change the loadouts. They're all basically stock, and you're basically stuck. Like, how much quicker would that get old? So you expect me to play here, this build your mercenary company, but what? Like, I guess just like everyone else, I've got to just build an Atlas and then have it be the same as everyone else's Atlas, basically. Like I understand people who enjoy things a different taste, but like, cause it's like that in tabletop is not a good reason to do something. Like, if that's how it is in tabletop, then tabletop sucks if you're making a single player sandbox career mercenary building video game experience in 2019. It doesn't fit. Anyway, Conan was explaining, I played an alpha build of this at a MechCon a year ago. The mech lab was unlocked back then. Oh, they changed it. Well, they changed it since then, I guess. You should never do defense missions because your lance makes up to cool it. He'd man the objectives. Oof. Valus says PGI actually gave a concession towards fun when they allowed you to change a large laser for a PPC. In the original build, it stuck to lore, so the only thing that could replace a PPC was a PPC. What? Really? That's a concession that you're allowed to swap a PPC for an L laser? This very much feels like, yeah, it was, they've just copied shit from tabletop or wherever they've copied this shit from without thinking, is this fun? This is like this isn't tabletop, this is a fucking video game. This is like when people, this is the realism thing, except it's not realism because it's fake realism, but it's realism basically, it's the same fucking argument. It's realism because you're slavishly adhering to a universe's rules, regardless of what would be fun for your video game. So in this case, like, there's just no compromise, except for that L-laser thing, I guess. Like, in this case, the realism is adhering to tabletop and tabletop lore, I guess. But, like, was any of this, like, did anyone think, like, is this actually fun to play? Is this fun for the game? There's just no creativity there. There's no design. And the big difference you can see between this and HPS Battletech immediately, the reason HPS Battletech abstracts so much shit is just like the reason Jake does it for XCOM, because it's more fun that way, because it works better. And you can immediately see how, because Kiva is the lead on Battletech, and I have so much respect for her. She is a really good designer, and you can really see how she made so many good decisions as the lead dev, and she took on so many good decisions, and the game, you know, I'm not saying she's the only designer, I don't know, but like, the game, I think, from what she's said and what I've seen of her design philosophy, has benefited so much from that, and HPS Battletech is really fun to play. I feel like there wasn't a person like that on this production. I feel like there wasn't someone with ideas willing to go like, maybe we shouldn't just copy shit one-to-one like we're accountants, and we get paid to just like translate rules into a video game. Right, PGI's management didn't think of the player that way. Designers' jobs on a production, designers' jobs are to think about the player. When everybody else is just here to go, just get the game out. Oh yeah, like that'll be fun enough. That'll be fun. That sounds fun. Designers' jobs are the people to go, it sounds fun, but it's actually shit. We should do it this way instead, because if you think about it from the player's perspective, this is what the majority of players are going to enjoy more, and then we can have a toggle for these players who want it just be, you know, for example, stock variants or whatever, right, for their campaign as a difficulty option or something. You know, or we can do this or that way. Designers are the people who stop you and go, let me stop you right there. It sounds fun if you haven't thought about it for long, but if you start to think about it and you start to test it out, and trust me, I've tested it out in other games, this is not a good mechanic. It feels like there was no one like this on this game. Yeah, HPS Battletech has its fair share of stupid decisions. Yeah. No, HPS Battletech is not perfect. But it doesn't have to be. People keep saying that, like, to be fair, HPS BT has its own dumb shit. Yeah, it does. But we're not saying is HPS Battletech an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. We're comparing the games right now. And this does not compare well. This just does not have any creativity in the design. This is just very slavish, it feels. Yikes. You hate to see it. This just very much reads like a game where the designers and the writers were just done by everyone else on the team. Which what happens in a lot of games where Kiva, because Kiva, I recommend everyone go to Kiva's Twitter, HPS Kiva, I think is HPS_Kiva or something. I forget what her exact Twitter is. Go to her Twitter, and she's done some very interesting essays lately on design. And one of the things that was really well said in it by her is that writing and design are soft skills in the sense that anybody thinks they can do them. Anybody can be a writer. Anybody can be a designer. All you gotta do is have a good idea to be a designer, right? Or you've just gotta, you know, have a keyboard to be a writer. Anyone can do it. So those jobs are then undervalued in design, is what Kiva was saying in her essays. Those jobs are often undervalued in game development because why hire a specific person to be, you know, why hire a person who's just there to be a writer or just there to be a designer, right? Who's really good and talented at that? I can do it. You know what? I'm the producer. I'm making my games. You see there's a lot of indie games. I could do it. But that's not, it doesn't, like, you can technically be a writer, but you're not going to be any good at it. It's different to, for example, if you're a coder, you can't fake being a coder, really, if you don't know how to do it, if you don't have experience in it. You could probably, you know, there's levels, you can fake it for a little bit, but you can't really fake a hard skill like coding or, you know, to an extent, art. You know, there's levels to it, obviously. But stuff like design and writing that, like, anyone can do, like, you can be the producer, the artist, the coder, you can be anyone and just say, oh, I know what makes a fun game. I've got good ideas. Why do we need someone to tell me, you know, that my ideas are actually not good ideas and we should listen to them instead? Yeah, Kiva has a really interesting essays about that, which you should really read. And she talks about that effect, and then the effect of even once you are a designer or a writer on a project, and, you know, obviously this is going to be to her experiences and what she's heard of as well, but I'm just relaying what she said in her essays. Then you also get the thing of you just got to fight tooth and nail, like, with every decision to convince other people, no, trust me, like, I have experience, this is like, not a good design. But yeah, that's why a ton of games just have terrible writing, because you're like, what was it? Yes, Your Grace, a couple of weeks ago, where it's just like, the whole game through, we're going like, I bet this game did not have a writer, even though it's a fully fucking, like, it's basically a visual novel. And sure enough, no, it was like, the credits came down, and it was like, producer, designer, audio, art, writer, for like 2 people. It's like, okay, yeah, so you didn't have a writer. Yeah, I went on a little bit of a rant there, but anyway, that's a little bit of a review of the game there, I guess, if we're going to sum it up. That's kind of how I feel about this game, is it very much feels like this game had a whole bunch of people who just went, I have good ideas, or yeah, I could write the story. And it really shows, because this is a single-player game, it needs to have good world building, because it needs to immerse you. That's the only quality this game could really have, unless its AI was somehow more fun to fight than PvP players, and AI is really hard to make as fun and replayable to fight as PvP players. So this game really had to suck me into the lore and the universe and make me feel like I was there. And without good writing, you're never going to do that. And then the design is just atrocious, so you're taking a step back from MWO. You're taking a step back from HPS Battletech in the gameplay, even though it's a completely different genre. In what it shares, it's just taking a step back, and it's just rough. It just really lets the game down. Alright. Where the fuck do I hire people? Not much to buy, is there? AC5 ammo. Not enough of it, though. Oh, there's 4 of them, hang on. Right-click to purchase, that's odd. Let's try and build a burst AC5. Pilot hire. Okay, there's no one to hire. Okay, go to the battle mechs. And how do I stop so I can change what's happening? Here we go. Oh, you don't get shit for a refund, huh? You go to Industrial World to buy anything good or get pilots? Okay. I do reckon, like, I don't super regret having bought this. I don't feel a pang of regret because it wasn't a terrible time to stream. It's like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 experience. When most games that I spent time on are like 7 or 8, to be clear. With like 1 or 2 being big rigs over-the-road racing. And I do think this game, I wouldn't buy this game right now. I wouldn't recommend buying it. I would say keep an eye on it if you're interested in it. And I would say if the modders get really into this game, like we're talking like really into it, this might get good. The modders would have to put in like some practically Skyrim level or like half a Skyrim level of effort, I think, for this game to become good. But they could make it pretty passable just by getting rid of a lot of the things are pretty small, like, well, not small, but a lot of the things are just changing rules, like, mech building. That would be a huge change. But, to make the game actually worth playing beyond that, then, modders wouldn't have to put in, I hope, too much work to bring this back to, like, MWO levels or HBS Battletech mech building levels. Then you would have a lot of work to make this game... Like, that's to make it as good as those games to play in the core gameplay and, like, as satisfying in that sense. But then to make it actually as fun as those games to play in the loop, that's going to be a lot of work. You would need a lot of modding, I feel like, to do that. We'll see. Anyway, look, let's try to get one more operation in. So, how do I get a job? Star map? Home? I've just been clicking on this shit. I think I already accepted it. Gonna skip that now. This UI is just terribly designed. Hopeless UI. Okay, so let's cut down. So we're saving weight. Like normally when I save weight in HPS Battletech, I'm like, it gives me such a dopamine rush. I'm like, oh my god, saving weight? Like, that's what's exciting for me about getting new equipment and better mechs, right? It's like, oh my god, saving weight? This has like similar damage output to the AC-10, but I save like 4 tons, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm getting away with murder. You know what I mean? But in this, it's just like, who cares? Because, like, I can barely, like even put more armor on anyway. So now it just feels bad to save weight, because now I'm just like, oh, now I just have unspent tonnage. Which... you know, I guess I can put more heat sinks onto my AC5 build, hooray. Cool. No one gives a shit. Gonna need plenty of ammo, because you're gonna burst with this. So we'll probably go up to 3 tons of AC5 ammo. I guess more heat sinks. Did I take the LRM ammo off? No, there it is. Can we just, like, do a half ton of LRM ammo instead? I think that would be better. Oh, if you can, I don't have it. Yeah, so now I'm like down a fucking half a ton. Which I can't really do anything with. Because if I get some half ton ammo I can, but... it just feels bad, man. It feels real bad. 19 days for that, golly. 19 days. Can you get repairs quicker? Like, can you get mech techs and build up your company apart from just getting better mechs and pilots? Or does it just matter which neck of the woods you're in for the repair times? Spirit of Power says MechWarrior 4 Mercs is miles better than this. Bluebum says, I'm trying to do the Commander Edition of the 3025 mod. I think I did everything right, but when I go to the career thingy, I don't get to pick the year or how much money I want to start with. What am I doing wrong? Have you passed a day? You can't pick money. You have to pass a day before the year thing comes in. What did MechWarrior 4 do that was different to this? If the MechWarrior 4 was somehow better than this? Because I've heard people talk about it before. God, I just can't be bothered with this This Mech Lab, which is so sad. If I can't be bothered with your Mech Lab, your MechWarrior game is in trouble. Oh, this fucking you. I gotta go down here. Okay, we did it. Yikes, Rudy. Gotta keep my color scheme going. Can you not save these as like templates you don't apply for anyone else? That's wacky. Do like mercenary colors or something. This game is wacky, man. Very much feels like we wanted to get it out the door. Very much feels like people want another MechWarrior single player game, so it'll sell well. Just build it. And then you just like, it's like building like a chair, like a carpenter just built this. It's like, well, it's a product people want, so we'll build it and they'll buy it. Not like, you know, this is why they'll want to play the game, because it's actually fun. God, fucking... Oh, you gotta click over here now. Do you? Yes. So Salvage seems to fucking suck. So I guess just get paid more money and buy mechs is the way to go. I have not salvaged anything exciting so far. Grab some insurance payouts. Oh wait, hang on. Mech repair depot undermanned. There is minimal presence around the garbage where valuable components or possibly a mech under repair might be found. Okay, only one mech. So maybe this is the one I should do salvage on? Because maybe there'll be a mech to salvage? People are saying it's 8 salvage shares to get a mech, so alright, you've burned me for before, and then you burned me on the next mission, and you burned me again. But this time... Oh god, and there's tonnage limits for every mission, fuck off! God, fuck off, and I only have 2 pilots. Tonnage limits are just the most boring way to balance missions, and balance building a mercenary company. It doesn't get more boring and unimaginative than putting a tonnage limit on something, if you ask me. Like, run drop costs, like HBS Battletech with what we're playing in Bexy right now, right? Have it be like, you know, you have to pay money so that it's not worth taking big mechs on little missions. Anything but this. This is just a travesty. Gunmetal says the thing that really bugs me about this game is the lack of personality of the MechWarriors. My first BT game was Mech Commander 90s flavor all day. They can't even make a good protagonist. How are they going to make good mech pilots? But I agree. I think Jamble said it before. Imagine this game, but it's more the focus on like the whole experience.
Sensors online.
So like, it's like half Mass Effect, half Battletech.
All systems nominal.
So you walk around your ship for a purpose.
The only thing standing between us and this company's supplies.
You walk around your ship. You talk to your pilots.
Take him out, and we'll
it's the exact same result. It's not the exact same result. It's not at all.
Willman's forces have mostly
you can choose to take heavier mechs on lighter missions, but you'll get paid less because you're getting less profit because of the drop costs. Or you could take harder missions on with a lighter lance because you think you're hot shit and you're going to make more money by riding the line on the profit margin. It's completely different. It also feels better from a player's perspective because one is a hard limit, while the other is the player giving the player enough rope to hang themselves. It's exactly the same as, or it's very similar to, in XCOM 2, you have hard timers, and when you pass 8 turns, the game is over. The mission is over, you lose. That feels better. Compared to, instead of timers, replacing them with, after 8 turns, really hard reinforcements start coming in, or like after 6 turns. Effectively the same result, right? You want to do the mission quickly, or you're probably going to die. But it feels so much better as a player. Because it's not just, oh, the timer ran out, the game's over. It's, oh, you know, shit, the reinforcements are here. Can I hang on one more turn? There's a world of difference, and that is the fucking difference of design, alright? Because someone can say those two things are the exact same, because it's the same result. But to a player, it is a world of difference. I guarantee you, it is a world of difference. Even if something gives you the same result, how you implement it can make such a big difference. It is all about the player's experience. It's all about how something feels. Not just what it does, how it feels.
I got it.
That's the thing about design, right? Is it's an empathetic skill set. You're a feeling. It is not just about hard, like, this is the mechanic. It is about the feeling.
Target acquired.
Amazing, Commander.
If you don't care about how something feels, then you're not doing good design.
Another one.
Because you can have a design that functionally, like, you can have a weapon that isn't overpowered, but if every customer you have complains the weapon is overpowered, even if it isn't, then you've got a problem with the design of that weapon because it feels overpowered to fight. Feelings are incredibly important. The way the player feels is incredibly important in a game. It's like one of the most important things, if you ask me. And this game just does not care about how the player feels. What do we got? Is that meant to be a mech? Oh, that's meant to be a mech. It's a blackjack! Hey, buddy! Oh, I just shot my buddy in the back. What are you doing, Javelin? Oh, God. I need to hit left. Ouch. Ah! Oh, wait. I'm hitting the wrong side. I need to hit its left. Never mind. Where are its M lasers? Torso. But I only know that because I played the game before. Can we hit, like, the head? Yeah, hitting the head's not too hard. Yeah, pretty easy to headshot.
Is out of the picture.
I didn't even need to hit the
We'll be able
torsos.
to get ourselves some of his much-needed resources. And hey, the Inner Sphere is a better place without him.
Who?
We fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
No, I'm still fighting.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm not ready. Herbie!
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're coring Herbie.
Target destroyed.
The Javelin got the tank. Thank you, Javelin. It's definitely better with more lance mates. I'll probably keep playing this offline even after I finish the stream today. And see how it goes for my own fun, because it seems like the game gets better with lance mates, that's for certain, because they take care of tanks and shit for you, and the fire's not all on you. The AI doesn't seem amazing. The Javelin did just like face tank the blackjack for like 10 seconds. MechWarrior 4 had operating costs and drop costs to balance both what you deploy and what you maintain in your stable and not hemorrhage money. See, that sounds fucking awesome. Why didn't they do that for this? MechWarrior 4 sounds awesome. Fun co-op? I could see this being fun co-op too. The problem is neither of those things, getting more lance mates or playing co-op, neither of those things deal with the problems of the game, unfortunately. They just make the overall gameplay more fun as kind of like a band-aid. MechWarrior 4 was awesome. Maybe I should have tried MechWarrior 4. Yep, still no salvage. Can't. Oh no, wait, there it is. No, I got it. Oh, but it costs 9 shares, not 8, which was the max for this mission. So instead of getting like, see, this is why HBS's part system is much better. So instead of getting like literally anything out of that, I get nothing. Because I'm 1 share off, so I get absolutely nothing out of that. I can't even start building up a blackjack, which, now that I think of it, it's just a great system by HBS Battletech that I didn't realize was bespoke. I just assumed the game worked like that. I never thought about it. So this all or nothing just feels incredibly bad. It just feels incredibly bad to be one share off getting a new medium mech for my Lance, and have the game just be like, oh, well, sorry, that's the rules. You don't have enough shares, you can't get it. The parts system is so much better than this, wow. Sorry, that's how the tabletop works, or something, I don't know. This is how they limit you on what mechs you can get early. The more rep you get with someone, the more you can get more negotiation. Like, does the salvage shares change based on the size of the mech? Like, is there any way that tells you how many you need to get a mech? Reminds me of Jim Sterling's nerd voice. Live services! A new Bethesda live service! Microtransactions! A sense of achievement. What do we even want out of this? I want to go play MechWarrior Online for an hour, I think. That's right, Nat Belmont. No matter what the justification is, players are just going to look at it and just feel like they got fucked over. That's right. That's what I'm saying, right? It doesn't matter how this is justified in the lore, I don't give a shit. Because all that matters is this just feels shit. It is never, as a player, gonna feel good. Especially if the salvage is, like, kind of random, so you never actually know if you're gonna roll salvage on a mission or not. It's never gonna feel good to have not taken max salvage, and then you happen to roll a mech to salvage, and it's like, oh, sorry, not enough shares. That is never gonna feel good. In HPS Battletech, even if you took min salvage, you always are making progress because you can at least take one part. And it is incredible how much that matters. Just taking one part of a mech, instead of getting nothing, just feels better. Because it's like, I'm making progress. It wasn't a total waste. I didn't totally miss out. One part of an Atlas, one part of a Blackjack here, or, you know, 2 or 3 parts, out of 10, 5, would feel so much better. Yeah, I'll give up my share, and I'll give you extra 200 credits for getting that Blackjack, that's right. It's just... so bad. Super bad. Anyway, let's just sort by value, because that's the only way I've interacted with this salvage system so far, is I've just sorted by... I haven't got anything I want, because there's no weapons I want, because I can barely change my loadout, so I don't give a shit about salvaging weapons. And then it's a bitch to get a mech salvaged. So what are you gonna do? Don't care about the pilot skill system at all. I do not care about these numbers at all. Oh, they have different caps based on the pilot, so some pilots are just born better, I guess. Can you not raise these caps? Some pilots are just born better, I guess. Should have been born of the right genetics, Leon Freeman. You'll never be good at heat management. Or... missile weapons. What is this, fucking clanners? Hell yeah, man. Strap me into the eugenics machine. Fuck yeah. At least he did decent damage. And he took less damage than me. Apart from that one little bit where he got fucked up by... He's got less damage to take, too. He didn't do terrible, yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to the AI, honestly. Oh, completion rewards. I was just given a whole-ass locust, apparently. Huh? Oh, because it was the repair... It was the repair mission. We got a locust. Oh, boy. Lucky me. At least I never have to talk to you ever again. Oh, I actually functionally can't talk to you ever again. You can only talk to your crew if they have some, like, story thing to tell you about. That's funny, like, not even like a hey, Commander, Shepard, Rex. There's just nothing. Here's the problem. This is a really cool thing to walk around, but without, like, the animations to get you in and out of the cockpit. Like, they worked on all this, and it feels like it only exists for that opening intro section where you come out and go, whoa. But now I just don't care about it. Now it's just annoying. Now I just gotta run back up there and... Ooh, I don't have to run up there. Sweet. I just hit tab. So now I'm just gonna ignore this. There's no, like, cruise shit going on. There's no reason to walk around the ship. I'm just gonna hit tab and ignore that this exists. It feels bad, man. It could have been so much more. I think I'm gonna play, like, an hour of MechWarrior Online for a palate cleanser and just to compare, like, the difference in feeling of the gameplay, you know, and all that shit in general. Because the gameplay in this definitely feels like a step back as well. It feels a bit less weighty. It feels a bit less good. I want to play an hour of MechWarrior Online. That's been MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Don't be surprised if I play this again in the future, but I mean like in like a year or something, or like I don't know. Like there's probably going to be very quickly mods made to change how the loadouts work. Maybe I'll play it again soon. Actually, depends how quick and how good the mods that come out are, if any. But probably at some point expect to see me play this again in the future when mods have fixed that, whenever that is. But we don't review games based on mods or their potential, because every game has limited potential. That's how devs want you to think anyway. This game, as delivered without mods, oh baby, this is like I'm gonna give it a 6 Beagles out of 10. Maybe a 5? I don't know, I'm torn. I'm gonna give it, actually, I'm gonna do the same thing that the mech-based system constantly forces me to do in Spare Weight. This is like a 5.48 out of 10, I would say. And it really didn't have to be. Rough stuff. Just like Phoenix Point, this isn't like you're trying something really new and you took some risks and fucked it up. This is just, you know, this is just how many people at PGI does it take to screw in a light bulb? None of them. They haven't got any bright ideas. Like, this is just... It's really rough that so many decisions were made to explicitly make this worse than other MechWarrior games. This is, it's just rough. This was explicitly made worse based on, I don't know, I guess wanting to please tabletop fans and or not really having good design. It's just salmon out of rose, yeah. Do you think this game was rushed for Christmas? I don't know. I mean, if this game was rushed for Christmas, it was meant to come out next year's Christmas, because this is really rough. I don't think the rushing is the biggest problem. Like we said at Phoenix Point, things like the nice-to-haves, like having more immersion and stuff like that, that is stuff that is ancillary to the main problem. If that stuff was better, I would forgive the main gameplay more. But the main problem is that the main gameplay in this is bad. The main gameplay loop in this is bad, so... You know, it's just an all-around bad package in that sense. There's some things I enjoyed, and I pretty much said, every time I enjoyed something, I said it. If I didn't say I liked it, then I probably didn't. And that's a problem, because as this wore on, and it was like, fight tanks, fight tanks, fight tanks, it just feels like you're always fighting tanks. And you know what? Fighting tanks feels like shit so far. They're just these annoying little suicide popcorn tanks. You shoot them, so they come out, they shoot you, you take some damage, you shoot them, they explode. It's like playing like a really shitty, unsatisfying version of like Time Crisis, like an arcade machine. It just feels really unsatisfying to fight tanks. Because it's just like Time Crisis, because they're always like driving across at close range too. I would have been more interested in tank warfare in this if like, yes, Whack-A-Tank. It would be more interesting if like the tanks stayed in battle groups and there was like some kind of semblance of like survival instinct and tactics to how they tried to play. Like, you know, you're moving, okay, here comes 4 tanks, you know, 3 tanks in an LRM carrier, they're cresting over that hill and they're firing at you in formation. That would be more interesting, right? But this is just like playing a really shitty arcade game. Tank shows up, shoot the tank. You're exactly right, Lackier. It feels like Whack-A-Tank. Like one tank shows up on its own, shoot the tank, boom. Another tank shows up, shoot the tank, boom. It's just really unsatisfying. It just completely feels like every vehicle thrown at you is for one of 2 reasons. One, to slowly attrition chip away at your health, and there isn't much you can do about that because they'll always get at least 1 shot off. Or 2, to make you feel good about yourself because you're blowing up a unit. And it's just super unsatisfying and annoying on both counts. It sucks. It really sucks. You can try out GTFO, says Old King Cole. Jamble showed me that. We're probably going to try it at some point. Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've only seen like 2 or 3 minutes, but it looks kind of neat. Yeah, there is a good game buried under here, but the devs don't get credit for that because that's basically just because of ideas it's cribbed from other Battletech and MechWarrior games, I think. There's nothing original here that they've done that's good, and everything originally they've done is bad. What a shame. But we'll see how mods go. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on it because I want to play the good game that's buried under this. No thanks to the devs, but thanks to the modders. Maybe I'll get to enjoy this game, hopefully soon. Maybe in the future. I'll keep my eye on it. That's been MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I hope this was helpful for those of you who are wondering whether they wanted to get the game or not. Whenever I do these special days, like with Phoenix Point, right, I kind of call what I think the game's going to be like before I play through it. I think it's good to check at the end, too, so did it match up with my expectations? What did I say? What did I expect at the start of this? Terrible story. The sandbox is going to be, like, underdeveloped and rushed with not enough to do in it, and there's not going to be much to do in it. I wasn't expecting the mech bay to be so shit. But I think this basically came out to expectations. In fact, honestly, the problem is, it was actually worse than I expected, and I thought I was being pretty cruel to it from the start with my expectations. But this actually came out worse than I thought it would, and I didn't have a high bar, so that's a shame. It's a shame. I think all I was expecting from this was to just take MWO's satisfying combat, and then just directly steal what's obviously so fun about HBS Battletech's core loop of building a mercenary company and making your own stuff. And I really thought that's what it was going to be. It was like, alright, HBS Battletech is so popular, it's kind of revitalized interest in the genre a little bit. I would say HBS Battletech did that. At least, definitely got me into it. You know what? We're going to crib from that. We're going to crib from this. You know, our other game, which we made, MechWarrior Online, but... yeah. Just seems like a game made by people with either too much confidence or not enough giving of a shit. And either way, not enough talent. Real shame. I'm going to load up MechWarrior Online, but before I do, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to run something in the background in the meanwhile, which is the MechWarrior game I played as a child. If you want to see something different, to just remind you what it feels like to get a bit more immersed in a MechWarrior game and care about the missions a bit more, check this out. I'll be right back.
Sure that's all we have? Alright, give me the TAC map. Lance Leader, our probe data is extremely out of date. However, you're falling slightly off target. We predict a shallow water splashdown north of this fishing village. In order to get to the beach, vehicles have to use this bridge. It's protected by these fixed missile emplacements. Uppoint Able designates a clan communications facility as your first target. Freeze video. These emplacements have to be eliminated. Uppoint Baker is the programmed landing target of the mobile field base. We'll wait for you there. Cut the feed. To set up our River Valley run, we first have to gain access to this plateau. Roll probe data. There's some construction going on here. The MFB will investigate after you've cleared the area. This barracks facility is off Point Able. We're counting on getting some significant salvage. Just past this lake is the major threat in this area. This is a heavy missile platform, and it sits right where we need to be. Back to overview. All right, Lance Leader. We are here. We need to be there. Bring up probe data. These facilities guard the bridge which we consider our best route across the river. Freeze data. This, my friends, is an annihilator. An assault mech. But this data is old. Run data. Keep a sharp lookout. We'll rendezvous here. Roll flash sequence. Your first op point is in the center of these facilities. Freeze video. These
I like all
greenhouses
briefings.
are used exclusively by the clan military forces. Deny them their use. On this island are the power generators.
It's like CNC.
Sensors indicate the power output is unusually low to run such a large facility. Watch this. Now we know what caused the destruction of the Black Hammer. Rewind to just before the destruction.
I was about to rewind.
Freeze. These are warship-class lasers, just like we found in the lower valley. They're mounted on a simple tower platform.
It's so funny because I was literally about to rewind that. When was that game made? I played that as a young boy, so I think that was 1999, 1998, MechWarrior 3 release date. Not Modern Warfare 3, MechWarrior 3 release date. I think it was, I want to say 99. Damn, I'm good. It's 99. Fuck, I'm so smart. Alright, I'm going to play a little bit of MechWarrior Online, which is a game I still really enjoy.